Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Rabiatul Adawiyah binti Farah Fahmi, matric number B08211024. I'm going to talk about the introduction where digital transformation impact. The digital age has transformed data handling in organizations, securing sensitive information between complex due to the widespread use of electronic information. Next, challenges include inadequate controls and the unstructured nature of electronic records. And the third is importance of information security policies, ISPS. Effective ISPS are crucial for safeguarding assets, maintaining compliance, and defending against cyber threats.
We move on to the literature review. Okay, as you can see here, we have, for our first point, is the comprehensive security policies. W.Safady emphasized the need for comprehensive security policies during the transition from paper to digital environment in the industry. Next, we have role of compliance auditing. As highlighted by Safady, this is crucial for sustaining the effectiveness of information security program. Our next key point is the web-based technology and customer expectation. Scholars like Armistead and Keeley, McGaughey, and Just Albos Gargos et al. Emphasize the impact of web-based technologies on customer expectation, necessitating robust ISP strategies for online service security. We also have the internet impacts on information gathering. This aspect underscores the need for policies on securing the handling of information online. We also have the commercial web services, which Jos Albos Garrigos et al. Study the dimension item involved in the commercial web service, emphasizing the need for ISP to secure the handling and storage of transactional data. In the literature review, we also highlighted the real-world case study which happened in UK. This study reveals that an increasing security incidents underlying the urgency for organizational to prioritize information security through effective policy implementation. Lastly, we have the urgency for effective policy implementation. Here we highlight, based on all the points that we made earlier, we collectively emphasize the urgency for organization to understand and address information security challenges through proactive measures and comprehensive policies.
Hello, Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Shakan Hazmi bin Shamsil. My matric number is B0821104991. I will explain about aspect in my project. The first point that we have is securing complete information in the digital age, particularly for knowledge-intensive organizations like university, heavily reliant on information and communication technology (ICT). The second one is, despite intensive discussion on the importance and role of information security policy, there exists a notable gap in the literature concerning the structure and content of these policies in practice. Currently, the realm of research in information technology security have witnessed significant growth, encompassing not only technical challenge but also policy consideration, user behavior, and complaint issues. As a key recommendation, the study emphasizes the necessity to enhance the model of information security policy complaints by integrating organizational theory. And after that, I will explain about keyword. I have enumerate the keyword that I have in my project. First one is information security policy. Second, compliance. Third, literature review. Fourth, evaluation. Fifth, security breaches. Six, policy content. Seven, university sector. 8, information technology security. 9, ICT, information and information technology. 10, corporate information security. 11, organization theory. 12, technocentric view. 13, research in information technology security, and others. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Muhammad Nazrul Iskandar bin Muhammad Nazruddin. I will present to you about information security policies as a result that we are finding. After doing some research, we found there are three common things or three common policies that are used in every company. So the first one is acceptable use policy. Second one is confidential agreement and non-disclosure agreement. And the last one is business liability policies. So for acceptable use policy is basically about a document that are outlining rules and guidelines for using an organization IT resources, including networks, device, and software. So, for example, like a user or a staff are prohibited to install any malware or playing games on company computers. Provide a clear context for employee conduct by defining acceptable and prohibited behavior. So next, confidential agreement and non-disclosure agreement. So confidential agreement are the most common NDAs available, and it creates enforceable agreement between parties that forbid sharing covered information with other parties. For example, like company A and company B. Company A cannot share confidentiality information to company B. So the last one is business liability process. So basically, business liability process serve as an essential instrument for risk mitigation, offering monetary security against unanticipated events. So there are examples of business liability policies such as general liability insurance, professional liability insurance, and product liability insurance. This insurance policy protect the financial interest of a business owner from penalty that may be faced from litigation wages against them, while also covering the associated legal costs. So, for example, like professional or business liability process can protect, example, a computer engineer from any allegation of carelessness or mistake in their work. So that's all for my presentation for result. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Rubakantan, son of Jay Balan. My metric number is B08211038. So, my part of this journal is about doing methodology and discussions. The research focused on information security policy in knowledge-intensive organization, particularly in university, heavily reliant on ICTs, highlighting the critical need for authenticate, diverse, and technocentric viewpoint. Okay, for part of methodology, the methodology involved an analysis of real-world information security policy and a systematic review of 305 research papers from 2014 to 2019 identifying a gap in evaluating policy, compliance, and recommendation, and integration of organizational theory for future research. Key component of developing an information security policy were highlighted, including acceptable use policy, confidentiality agreement, non-disclosure agreements, and business liability policies. For the discussion part, the discussion emphasized the crucial import of information security policy in knowledge-intensive organizations, particularly in universities heavily reliant on ICTs, addressing the gaps in the literature regarding authenticate policy, structure, and content. The challenges posed by the surge in electronic information and the urgency for coherent security management and effective policy implementation were explored. Not only that, we have faced some barriers. So for the barriers to developing the information security policy in educational institute were identified, including lack of resources, time constraint, financial limitation, and ongoing challenge of regular policy review and maintenance, such as when we are doing the journal, we're facing such problems. The importance of risk assessment awareness and training in enhancing information security despite these constraints were highlighted. So, as a conclusion, the research highlighted the critical significance of authenticate and diverse information security policy in knowledge-intensive organization, emphasizing the challenge and the importance of prioritizing information security in the face of the resources and time constraints. Ongoing policy reviews, awareness, and training were underscored as a vital component in improving information security in organization. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to talk about the conclusion. The summary emphasizes the importance of having a formal information security policy (INSPY) and effective security management in place. It also highlights the need for user education and awareness training, as well as the importance of tailoring security policies to the specific needs of universities. It emphasized the importance of shared awareness, strategic planning, effective policies, and a multifaceted approach that balances technical solution with user education and tailored strategies to ensure data integrity and resource protection. Now moving forward to the future work. The statement highlights a shift in thinking about information security policies, moving away from static rules and checklists towards a more dynamic, human-centric approach. By focusing on these future directions, information security policies can become more responsive, effective, and user-friendly. This shift from rule-based rigidity to a dynamic, human-centric approach is crucial for protecting valuable information assets in a world with ever-changing trends. So that's all from me. Thank you.